Question 6, really straightforward starting point. We've got an inequality that we're drawing in. It's minus 5 to 2, and it's including 2. Now the only thing that you're going to struggle with is the idea of an integer. An integer is a whole number that can be positive or negative, and 0. So what values of n can you have? Well, you can't have minus 5, but you can have minus 4, minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1 and 2, because it's saying less than or equal to 2. Part B then, an inequality in x, so x is what it's looking for. It's including 2 but not including 4. So x, I always put these two down first, so the values that I'm interested in, so minus 2 and then 4, and then I also put equal to here because the dot is coloured in, so it's equal to on that side. Question 7. So we've got Sally buys two tyres for a car. Tyres cost that plus VAT. She has to pay that plus VAT for 2 tyres fitted. Work out the total cost. So personally, what I'm going to do first of all is work out the cost of 2 tyres. So it's 85 times by 2, which is £170. I'm also then going to add on fitting, which is £18. So then I have 188. And then what it needs is 20% added on VAT for both of those. So 10% of that is £18.80. So 20%, if you double that number, that would then give you £37.60. And then we're adding these two values together because that's the VAT on top. And in doing so then, so we've got 188 plus £37.60. I'd probably do that in a calculator, to be honest, just to double check that you're then not messing anything up. And then you get £225.60. Question 8, I would say, is possibly one of the biggest stinkers of the paper. A fact you need to be aware of is that 1 metre cubed, sorry, not 1 metre cubed at all, 1,000 centimetre cubed equals 1 litre. And the issue you have is that you've got 2 metres cubed. Now 2 metres cubed, if you think of 1 metres cubed to start with, that's a 1 by 1. So 1 metre there, 1 metre there, 1 metre there. 1 times 1 times 1 is 1 metre. If you change that to centimetres, which is what we're looking to do, then what would that be? Well, equivalent size-wise, same shape, no difference in size, would actually be 100 centimetres, 100 centimetres, 100 centimetres. So if you times those together, that will then equate to being 100 times 100 times 100. So with 100, 100, 100, that gives you then centimetres cubed. So it's 1,000,000 just to 1 metre cubed. So if we've got 2 metre cubed, that's 2,000,000 centimetres cubed. And then I want to work out how many thousands I've got in there. So I divide by 1,000. When I divide by 1,000, that means that we've lost 1, 2, 3 notes on our question. So we end up then with 2,000 litres as our answer. Very, very tough. Question 9. We want to find out the diagonal. So we are looking for the diagonal from one side to the other, this side here, all the way to that side. So what we've then got to do is call this x, and it's Pythagoras. So with Pythagoras, we've just got x squared equals 16 squared plus 8 squared. So if we work out what 16 squared plus 8 squared is, so 16 squared plus 8 squared is 320, and then if we square root that, that will then give us our answer, and it wants it to 2 decimal places, so that'll be 17.89 centimetres. Question 10. So we've got light years travels at 186,000 miles every second. So if we start with that fact, a light year is the distance light can travel in a year. So how many miles are there for one light year? Well, that's per second, so if I made it per minute, I'd times it by 60. I then want to make it per hour, so I times it by another 60. I then want to make it per day, so how far it would travel in a day, so I times it by 24. And then how many days are in a year? 365.25. So I put all that in a calculator. And if you continually keep typing that in, you'll eventually left with quite a mammoth number, which I'll write down fully. And then you want that in standard form. So my advice really in standard form is to take the first three numbers. So that's the same as saying 5.87, if I round that up, times 10. Right, if I move it two places, I get 587. So then to get to that point there, I'm then going to move it another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So in total it's times 10 to the 12, and that then is standard form.